then all we're going to do is we're going to go into the properties of this chat, and in this field below where it says CSS down here, we are going to go ahead and copy paste in some CSS that we have ready to go for chat. Let me go ahead and get that up for you guys. And we're going to go ahead and copy this, and the ready-made CSS that I'm choosing to use here is the opaque version, the semi-opaque version. However, you are free to use a transparent version if that's what you would prefer. And hit OK. As you can see, this is overlaying and looking absolutely beautiful and much nicer than the previous chat. Now, something I would like to talk to you guys about is the fact that there is a slight delay between the chat that is coming in live and the chat that is loaded in your streaming platform, be that OBS or XSplit. I'll show you guys how to do it with XSplit in just a minute. We're going to go ahead and show you. I'm going to, for the purposes of letting you see the delay, I'm going to capture a piece of window, and I'm going to show you the real-time input and about how long it takes for it to show up on screen. So give me one moment, and as you can see, this is our actual chat here, and we're going to go ahead and spam a message. We're going to call that message spam 3. And we are going to go ahead and send it. It's showing up in the first chat, and as you can see, it takes about 10 to 15 seconds for the message to actually load up and show on the overlaid chat. So you may have people asking you, there it goes, you may have people asking you what's wrong, why is the chat behind, and that is just because the CLR browser plugin for OBS is just a little bit slow and has to query everything and render it, and that does take a little bit of time. However, I feel that for how nice this chat looks, it's totally worth it. Okay guys, we are going to go ahead and look at how to do this now in XSplit. So I am going to go ahead and I am going to add a web page URL. And you're going to do that just like that. I actually have already done that. You're going to go ahead and look below the stream and look for the XSplit CSS. And this is the transparent CSS. We're going to go ahead and paste it and overwrite the CSS. And as you can see, this is now beautiful and transparent. You can also do the same thing with the semi-opaque and have semi-opaque as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do one last thing here. I'm going to go ahead and test the delay, and then from there we are going to go ahead and have everything set up. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a screen capture. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and say spam 5, and we're going to go ahead and test how long it takes for that to show up in XSplit. It looks like XSplit is going to have about the same delay that OBS is, so that is also good to know. Alright, now we're going to go ahead and look into how to edit this. So let's go ahead and say on OBS that you would like a different color for some of your users. We're going to go ahead and style the username. We're going to say that we want the username to be green. So we're going to go ahead and look up hex colors, and we're going to go ahead and hex color our username green. So let's say, let's get some hex colors up here so that I know what I'm doing. 33cc33 is green. So we would go ahead and come down here to styling the username, and we would take out the normal color and we would add 33cc33 to style that green. Now let's go ahead and look at a couple other options. We've got our basic CSS right here. Cool things and have different colors for, say, moderators, or different colors for other people as well. We can go ahead and do that as something else. We can do the streamer color, we can do moderator name colors, and that's a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and add the streamer name color. And as you can see, that will put my streamer name in blue. Let's go ahead and also put the moderator color in, and this you won't affect anything because as you can see there isn't a moderator in here right now. Something I would like has to query everything and render it. And Alright, now we're going to go ahead and look into and to just go ahead and copy paste. And if you just want to get the setup and go and you don't care about how it works or changing it, then all we're going to do is we're going to go into the properties of this chat, and in this field below where it says CSS, the CSS that I'm choosing to use here is the opaque version, the semi-opaque version. However, you were absolutely beautiful split and just, and I'm going to do that here, and we're going to actually look slow and has to, guys, we and look for the XSplit CSS, and this is the transparent CSS. We're going to go ahead and paste it and overwrite the CSS, and as you can see, this is now beautiful and transparent. You can also do the same thing with the semi-opaque and have semi-opaque as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do one last thing here. I'm going to go ahead and test the delay, and then from there we are going to go ahead and have everything set up. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a screen capture. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and say there isn't a moderator in here right now, but this will turn the moderator a separate color as well using that color code. And as long as you know basic CSS, there are a lot of really cool things you can do here to tweak this chat and make it your very own. I'm really glad to have you following along today. If this has been useful to you, please do consider leaving a like and or subscribing to the channel or sharing it with anyone else you think might like it. It helps me a lot actually to have.
So if I were to pop out the normal chat, well, when it decides it wants to work. Okay, so they're actually leaving. Anyways, the pop-out chat has really small text. It's a lot harder to read while streaming, which is why I have this, the YouTube Stream Chat button. Essentially what it does is it loads the pop-out chat, but then sends a ton of overrides into the page, including color configuration for just about anything you can think of. So
Hello everyone, my name is Adam Vox and welcome back to another OBS multi-platform or OBS Studio tutorial. This video is brought to you by TunnelBear. TunnelBear is an extremely fast and cheap, or even free, way to protect and hide your data and IP address from unwanted spying, by hiding it behind a bear. TunnelBear also zaps away tracking cookies and allows you to tunnel through other countries to avoid censorship. It's fast, affordable, and even has a free option. Click the link in the description below to try it out for free today. This video is also brought to you by our contributors to our Patreon campaign. Our patrons contribute to our work via a small monthly contribution to help us build bigger and better projects, content, and collaborations, and they receive early access to our videos across all of our channels. Check the description or YouTube card now to check it out. My name's Adam Vox. Be sure you check the links in the description below to all the other tutorials, and be sure you smash that like button before we get started here. In this video, we're going to be going over, you have Direct 3D, for me it's 11, for you it may be a different version, or OpenGL. Now, depending on what computer you're on, you may want to choose something else. In most cases, you're going to want to choose the Direct 3D option. However, you will want to check out the forums if you don't have that, or if you want to use something else. That will be on a very specific case-by-case basis. But for most users, you're going to want to use the Direct 3D option. For me, it's 11. For most people, it should be, on newer computers, it should be 11. Video adapter. I don't actually have this available, so I can't show it to you. But what this means is that you may have multiple video cards in your system. Now this will be possible either if you have a desktop with multiple graphics cards, such as integrated graphics cards and a dedicated graphics card, or a laptop which has Intel graphics and a dedicated NVIDIA or AMD graphics card as well. If you have that, then streaming and video recording is going to be a bit funky for you because your desktop is going to run through the Intel graphics option. And it's going to say like Intel HD 5000 or whatever, or AMD. You know, it's going to run through your processor. So your actual desktop view is going to run through your processor's graphics. But your games are going to run through your dedicated graphics chip, which is going to be an NVIDIA 860M or an AMD something mobile graphics chip. On a and that's for laptops. On a desktop, you're only going to be using your big main graphics card. So look up your computer specifications and find out what your graphics card options. And then I have my main monitor, which is a 4K monitor. Your main monitor is likely going to be 1080p or less for most users. So you're going to want to find it in your monitor settings. Most of you will likely only have one here. And you're going to want to find your resolution. And that's going to be your base resolution. It's going to be, here by default it has the 3 listed. So if you click the drop down menu, it's going to show you your monitors or the 1. That's going to be what you're actually recording, what your screen is. Your scaled resolution is going to be what you want your video file to be. So, for example, if you want to make a 720p video, you can choose 1280 by 720. If you want to do 1080p, then you just do 1920 by 1080 and you're not scaling it at all. It works perfectly. For streaming, though, for most streamers, you're going to want to record at 720p or stream at 720p. So you can just do scaled 720p. And then you have a couple different scaling options. By default, the bicubic should work great, but if you know a bit more about, scaling options, you can choose the other ones. But for most users, the bicubic default option works great. Now, something to note, if you have a resolution that is not 16:9 aspect ratio, and I will have a link in the description below, but all of these essentially show, like, if I choose base resolution of a 16:9 aspect ratio, which is my 1080p HD display, it's only going to let me scale it to 16:9 because that's the standard video format that videos should be in. And I can go all the way down to 360p. However, if you have a resolution that is 16:10 or 4:3, which is common for older monitors, such as 1440 by 900 or 1280 by 1024, those weird older resolutions, then you're going to end up with black bars. And you're just going to have to deal with that and work with that in video editing if you do video editing, because your monitor is not rectangle, and so you're not going to get rectangle video. A way to adjust for this is to change your game's graphics settings to run at a 16:9 resolution, such as telling your game to run at a resolution of 720p. Then you choose 1280 by 7, or you choose whatever the base resolution is, but type in 1280 x 720 as your scaled resolution.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Sniper here.
Prepare for battle!
It's in the bag.
Yeah. Spotted.
30 seconds to battle.
From the ghastly Eyrie, I can see to the ends of the world, and from this vantage point, I declare with utter certainty that this one is in the bag.
Sure is shooting. Run and gun.
The battle begins.
Time for target practice.
Mine.
Yes? My spotter directs. Into the breach. Shoot 'em up. Gunpowder justice. That's gonna sting. Mm-hmm. Of course. Take this. Full bore. Whoa! A new trajectory. Attack! My spotter guides me. Uh-huh. Gold for lead.
Haste!
Center of mass. Uh-huh. First blood! Steady up! First blood! Uh-huh. As you say. Line of sight. Spot on. Mm-hmm.
Look lively now. Your middle tower is under attack. How disappointing.
Trick shot! Yeah. Yes. Eat lead.
'Tis my honor.
defend. Yes.
Your top tower is under attack.
Uh-huh.
Summon the will to defend your top tower. Look lively now. Your middle tower is under attack. What are you, amateurs?
A fistful of bullets. Snipe hunt. Of course. Of course. Oh, yes. My spotter directs. Full bore.
Dire's structures are just magnificently fortified.
A new trajectory. Of course. Yes. Into the breach. Line of sight. Spot on.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. My spotter guides me. Run and gun! Spotted. Aha!
Mine.
As you say. Spotted. You never hear the one. Back at the shooting gallery. Double kill! Let's have a go at it. Yes. Killing spree! Kill shot!
Dire's courier has been slain. Please alert the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Couriers.
Sure is shooting. Uh-huh. Easy shot.
Your top tower is under attack.
Yeah. Ooh, more powder in my pocket. You die. Shrapnel! Easy as shooting gnats. Spotted. Thanks for standing still. Into the breach. On target. Higher caliber. Spot on. Of course.
Summon the will to defend your top tower.
Sniping.
Your top tower is under attack.
My spotter guides me. Snipe hunt. This'll hurt. Oh, a few bullets more. Going ballistic. Eat lead. Run and gun. Take this. Sure is shooting. Yes.
Your middle tower is under attack. Whether accidentally or on purpose, radiant structures have been fortified. Look lively now. Your middle tower is under attack. What are you, amateurs? Your bottom tower is under attack. The enemy's top tower has fallen.
Quick draw. Go for head. Lead. Through and through.
I said yield. Shouldn't
Dominating. Spotted. What a gun!
Your top tower is under attack.
Double kill! Double kill!
Your top tower is under attack.
Uh-huh. Yes. This will come in handy. This'll hurt. That's gonna sting. Line of sight.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah. As you say.
Killing spree! Mega kill!
My spotter directs.
Summon the will to defend your top tower. I don't mean to be a downer, but your top tower has fallen.
Sure is shooting. Center of mass. My spotter directs. Yes?